Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Jiangdu game here in Anbennar. In the last episode, we finally had ourselves a genuinely successful war against the command. And it was kind of a meme in the sense that, like, they definitely still had troops. We can just look at that here. But they pieced out the Raj, and this time, instead of waiting for my coalition to just gradually fall apart one by one like it did last time, we just pieced out while we had the upper hand. And also gained major advantages from the fact that we actually had war score this time around, because I declared for a conquest war gold that I could actually get my hands on and get ticking war score. Actually, yeah, on that note, I should probably go fabricate claims on them so that we actually have a proper war goal next time as well. Because obviously this won't be the last time, although I assume it's going to be some time now. 14 years, okay, that's not that long actually. When do I get to invade Dahui, for example? Oh wow, really? Yeah, that's... So, in theory, there'll be another war against the command before we get to do anything more with Dahui, so... That's something. Also, we can now ditch our surplus alliances, if I can be as glorious and call them that, which I think will be Rajnadaga again. He seems, you know, easy. Like, we already managed to re-ally him once, so surely he will... Surely we can just re-ally him again next time as well. We could also ditch this guy. But I would like to build up some favors first, just to make re-allying him for when it's time for another go against the command easier. And then we need to get all our dudes home and start planning for rebel suppression, and yes. Man, yeah, like, this, yeah, we didn't even lose that much manpower, or like, because like, I barely actually fought any battles. I mostly just like, I mean, you didn't actually see much of the war, because most of it was just nothing really happening. I was just slowly sieging my way over, while the command was ping-ponging back and forth between like this northern area, which they are always fond of, and for some reason focusing all their efforts on, like, you can see the remnants here, like going deep into the Raj. Like, don't fully understand. Like, I mean, if the player was, if I was the command in this scenario, I guess I would have done something similar, in the sense that, like, I would want to knock out one nation at a time, but not at the cost of having, like, all of these lands basically sieged. So, hey, also, yeah, oh yeah, the paper thing, yeah, pause and read if you want, but yeah, we are gonna, well, I guess, actually, no, actually scratch that. We can totally click the button, pause to read if you want, but yeah, we're gonna establish glorious paper industry. Local goods and discount for ideas, which is obviously nice. But yeah, I noticed we actually get more development down here, which actually just perfectly brings us up to 50 dev, which we need for that other mission, and so everything works out. I mean, everything according to plan. Obviously, this was all totally planned in beforehand. Huh? Oh, is that because I got a border with him? No, then in Raj. Bro, we need to kill the Raj together. You fucking cunt, man. That's so dumb. Well, now I definitely need to get this alliance back at least. Well, that's infuriating. Like, fucking hell. Because I also needed him to, like, be chill with me, so like, okay, suddenly starting to have second thoughts about the whole snake strategy. Oh, the Jad really need to discover me now as well, because now suddenly getting these guys as a friend is more important than ever. Ah, but Bavari actually likes me now. Okay, sure, you know what? Grab that. Yeah, we're a bit over our limits, and I straight up cannot afford to ditch Rajnadaga again, actually, because at that point he would... the penalties for having broken the alliance so many times would get a bit much, but we are about to finish annexing the lads down in Kohai. In fact, it should be the next tick. Treasure fleet, yes, yes, very nice, very nice. Excellent. And oh yeah, that was nicely timed actually. Because now I'm gonna get this penalty to my Diplo rep, which means getting alliances would have been difficult. Oh yes, okay, never mind, we're so back. And we can even improve ourselves to Empire rank. Which is even greater, although now I do feel a bit dumb about all of the cultures I accepted for no reason. So what even are all these things? I guess these are the various cultures that the various Yan cultures that Dahui can create through their Yanification gimmick. Because I don't know what else it can be. That's nice though. I guess that means we probably didn't actually need to nuke the kobolds, but oh well, what is done is done. Let us improve relations with our new friends. And I guess, well, I guess we can begin the process of annexing this guy, although doing it while we have that penalty, it's not necessarily a bad idea, actually. Because it would make it a lot slower, but that's fine, actually, because that means I can make progress while also... It'll cost 1 per month. Okay, that's actually kind of pointless. Never mind. And there we go. We can now take the next mission. Pause and read if you want. Basically, we will relocate the trade center of the Great River, whatever it's called, that one, to our capital in Jiangdu rather than in Tianlao. And we get more dev. And that lets us do this, question mark? Oh, right, yeah, of course, because that was the whole point, wasn't it? The whole point was to get 50 development. And I guess we already had the buildings I needed. Nice, convenient. I mean, I totally planned for that as well. Don't worry about it. We can now establish the Great Military Academy. Our army reformations have allowed us to produce hardy soldiers, but we find ourselves lacking the manpower to back up our already existing armies. It is time to expand the scope of our military. We are no longer a small city-state reduced to ashes. We have come back from the brink, and we force others to fall in. To enforce this, it is time we begin the process of building the Great Military Academy, centered in Jiangdu. Thousands shall be sent to the academy, where they will be shown the 1,000 strategies that shall teach them the basics, to the minute details that could save a soldier in a time of despair. After all, those minute pieces of knowledge, those inconsequential facts that come into the fray once in a blue moon, separate a soldier from a warrior. Very nice. Yearly army professionalism, although I guess it would take quite a lot of years for that to really start adding up, but, you know, it's there. Maybe it'll, you know, do something to help compensate for my me constantly losing army professionalism to recruiting mercenaries. Wow, okay, now we need even more army tradition. I guess we just need to wait. Although there was also the idea of unsyncretizing our religion. I mean, the main dude that I was worried about, well, actually there are quite a few other high philosophy nations, but I'm pretty sure unsyncretized righteous path gave you extra army tradition. So once we're done converting some of this left-hand stuff, I think that's what we're gonna do. I see my automatic missionary is already busy doing something over here. I did want to convert some stuff in this region. I'll deal with that off screen. Also, yeah, if you're wondering what this war is about, my random ally decided to invade some random dude, and now it's random. It's one of those things where the AI like only declared because, well, I assume only because he's allied to me. So I actually have to go bail him out. I can't just like let him get on with it. Lame, but you know, it do be like that sometimes. And seeing as we don't have the Raj yet and all of his puppets, I'm gonna need to, you know, stay chill with my new allies in order to ensure that we can, we can have another successful war against the command. I was gonna postpone it, or postpone this, building the Great Library, that is, until after we. After I did the money mission, but at this point I have enough mana to where I want to start spending. And stacking technology, well, stacking mainly the idea cost thing, that seems nice. A knowledgeable library filled with the knowledge of our greatest generals, Liang Zhao, along with many others, have filled the library to the brim with the interest of the military to be used by our soldiers and the common folk alike, along with collections of the sciences, arts, and magic. The library collected a grandiose amount of military knowledge. Yeah, basically we're still just focusing on war and flexing on Tian Lao. Very nice. Oh, I guess we can do this too. Our mission was to surprise. Yeah, once again, we are literally, this whole branch is just flex on Tian Lao over here. To surpass Tian Lao, to become the greatest. Oh, I have to spend more money though. No, that I will actually postpone. I do want this though. See, there we go. Paper of Jiangdu, Great Library of Jiangdu. It's not a huge reduction, but it's there. Here's a mission I will take though. We will establish a new command city in Yanzhong, despite the fact that it cost all my mana to develop the necessary, well, dev. But I wanted it so that I can get more claims. Because our truce with Dahui is about to run out. Well, it's getting closer anyways. And yeah. Pause and read if you want. Basically it just says it's an important city because it's big, but we're better at ruling it, so we get to rule it, and we have rebuilt it, and now it's nice. Nice. And okay, that was not that many claims, I'll be honest, but yeah, shit, that wasn't worth it. Though maybe, oh no, I actually need to own all of that before I can get further claims again. Although I guess at this point we are like, we can mostly like invade Dahui at our, you know, at our leisure. I would have planned another war against the command, but my new allies are busy fighting and doing dumb shit, and so for the time being we cannot do that. Alright, we are once again in one of those moments where I took a break from recording in the middle of an episode, and as a result I have kind of lost track of exactly what we were up to, but when in doubt, invade Dahui. Because I mean, considering where my troops are placed, that does seem like what I was probably planning to do, so I'm just gonna go do that. We're not gonna call Jiangdu in, or at least not quite yet, as I would prefer if I could get some occupations here before calling him in, so that I can actually get these lands. If anything, I should move in a bit here. That was even easier than I expected. I didn't even need to do anything to his ally. No coalition, no trouble, num num num. Man, I don't know why I thought this just wouldn't be possible, but like my ally just called me into a war where he declared on a nation that was allied to my ally, and so I lost my alliance just like that. I was about to be like, I was about to click like the I won't join you in the offensive war, because I got like a warning, because the dude's a bubbling buffoon, as I swear every ruler in this mod at this point. Yeah, this is not epic, man. The plan of ever going against the command again, I'm starting to think that this is just not gonna happen, is it? Also, by the way, if you're wondering why I didn't take these two provinces, it's because I can click this button, pause to read the description. Basically, it just talks about how we are gonna march against Bianfang, which was the precursor nation to Dahui, and fuck them up. Now, as always, I'm a bit late to the party, and so actual Bianfang has been conquered by... well, the region of Bianfang, anyways, has been conquered by... Well, a part of it has been conquered by command. That's what I'm trying to get at, so... Yeah. But this still gives me some nice perma claims, which should make it cheaper to core at some point in the future, which means that it makes sense for me to not take it now. And of course, avoiding coalitions is also nice. Can I not be in this war? Almost. I have so many favors with the Kung Fu boys that I can totally get away with separate white piecing. Because obviously I do not like the idea of my allies fighting each other, because we should really, you know, stand together against, you know, the command, who none of us have a truce with anymore. So like, you know. Hobgoblins in the military. Oh, that would be treacherous, wouldn't it? But it's the only option that gives me, or that, well, I don't really care, but, well, the yearly army professionalism is actually quite nice, but it's mostly, I don't want to lose army professionalism, because it takes so long to get when you're lazy like me, and, you know, I should, suppose I don't actually have a good excuse right now for not drilling, so let's drill. Also, correct me in the comments if I was wrong, but I think I talked about in the last, well, either last episode or last part of this video, that we were going to ditch our syncretism. Although maybe what I was going to say was something along the lines of maybe we should syncretize with something else? Yeah, actually syncretizing with God Lost would not be the worst idea, but actually I think I prefer the LARP and the army tradition of no syncretic. Hopefully that won't completely crash all my relations. We do still have that alliance with Rajnadaga, so as long as we aren't put in a position where we have to reacquire that. Lot the Kong will hopefully still like me, despite the fact that, you know, I just had a war against him. Yeah, we can get that back. I suppose I should double check though whether or not there is a better potential option, although I really doubt it. In fact, the more time that passes, the more tempting it becomes to invade my old ally in Qianbingrong. The bloodlust is still there. The entities in the warp whisper. And, like, the guy who really wants some skulls for his throne sounds like a reasonable dude, so, you know. Oh, fuck. Ooh! Eh? 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 Sound like some fucking anime character making strange sounds. Okay, that's different. So the command has declared a great campaign against my vassal. Now this event definitely said that they were going to be attacking Deninraj, but they're not attacking Deninraj. Well, we are definitely not ready for this. But it looks like the command straight up invaded my sorry ass, and so... Hell, if anything, I'm just happy that the game actually counted this as a declaration on me. And in the sense that it, you know, called my allies in. Okay, force limit, where you at? Okay, we're all up to force limit, we got manpower. So those parts of the situation are fine, I suppose. But my allies have been just killing each other lately, and the manpower reserves not looking too hot. Not looking like they are ready for like a massive war of attrition right now. And my forts were not funded, so this little fort line I've been building might not last very long. Morale of armies would be good, although actually right now having fort defense probably would be better. Okay, we are at least lucky. in the sense that there is a war goal for a specific province. Because if this was a war for, you know, show supremacy, then we would be in the deepest of shit. Ooh, that's a nice general. I should stop recruiting generals. I remember that I really do need to have more army tradition. I can't be wasting it. Although I guess arguably being invaded by the command is, you know, perhaps a... Like if there ever was a time to spend some Milman on generals, then this might be it actually. But yeah, this will not be a war where we try to achieve anything. If I can just... Oh yeah, look at that. They immediately are sieging that. There is not a soul defending this shit, man. Fuck. Give me the fucking... Yeah, there's like 500 dudes in here. They're not gonna be there for long. The gods are showing some mercy at least by giving me some free Diplo relations. A bit late. I would have liked that before the, you know, hyper war, but... Yeah, those Buvaris, these troops will not be replaced. There is no manpower left in the slave land. Oh, there goes the first of my allies. See, that's the issue with the command being able to separate peace. Like, even if we win the overall war, which, let's face it, there's no guarantee that we'll possibly do that, because, you know, big number, 185,000, plus all their buddies. They're still able to expand, like, you know, to compensate for whatever we could possibly take from them. So far we haven't had any battles though, but you know, still haven't given up on that dream. Just paranoid because they, yeah, you see like these glimpses of these like 50, 60, 80 stacks just here and there. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous part of this episode, but we've been politely, or I mean, completely unrelated to us, the Haramoris in our nation have decided to leave. I know I sometimes, quote-unquote, forget to mention stuff like that. Because I think I am genuinely so fucking funny, holy shit. Right, time for hyper counterattack, or not. Or they'll just run away. Oh. There was one more province. No, we didn't catch him. Oh yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. 87 to 1,000 just like waltzing about. You never know. Also, it looks like the dream of getting that money. Shit, we're so close to as well. That's sad. Oh well, my states already hate me. First battle. Let's test our metal. Not metal, but metal. Oh yeah, we're doing just fine. Just fine. Honestly, that was... Oh, and then karma comes to shit in my pants. Yeah, that's not great. Change plans. We're gonna go need to back our own troops up here. Try and prevent a... just death escalation here. If anything, I should start considering piecing out right now before things even start to escalate. You know? Then we are just getting RNG. Although I really wish this province culture converted to the local culture and not my primary one. Although I'm not sure if I'm willing to spend that much admin mana to do anything about it, sadly. Oh, and we're actually getting attacked, and it's bad. That's bad actually. That's genuinely bad. Like, whatever the minimum amount of dudes to siege that, I can leave and then send the rest to reinforce, I will. Oh, I should have just sent the whole gang. Fuck. Unless I get bailed out by my friends. Oh, friendship is magic. Wait, no, it's not. That's a different thing, isn't it? That's that Eu4 mod. Oh, nice. I actually just finished like playing a Eu4 multiplayer thing that I used to stream them, but I've come to realize that no one wants to watch that. At least that's my experience. Like you know, you try to find some wholesome little Eu4 Anbennar streams, and then it's like, oh, it's a multiplayer. They're just gonna talk to each other, not to chat. Sorry, that was a random thing to start venting about, but what? Why? Not... Traders. Also, I'm actually getting my pants shat and oh, never mind, we won. Okay. Alright, so I'm getting crushed here, but I honestly feel like this is unfair and that, like, it didn't look like they had that many dudes. Their shit was just overlapping and stuff, and I am not to blame for this. Oh god, and it looks like... Oh, never mind. There comes reinforcements. What a troll. Made me actually think I could win there for a second. Ooh, yeah, that's... Ooh, that's a lot of dudes about to get wiped. We might start considering... I was about to say surrender or just peace. Although Buvari was basically just very much occupied for a second there, but it seems to have gone undone, or become undone, so... I might want to go for one more shot. Once again, I am just disregarding the rules of Jinx, I suppose, but their troop numbers are, like, actually going down. And we have been continuing to occupy them, so, like, if anything, this has to hurt at least a bit. I mean, I'm also hurting, as you can see, by my manpower and my very not epic rebel situation, but... Oh my god. This is actually mind-blowing. So the AI is doing that standard AI strategy of like using rebels to start an insurgency against you, but they're like the command is actually going to kill some of his own rebels. Like, damn, didn't know they. I'm speechless, honestly. And thusly, I dare say, we can finally proclaim that we have had an actual, genuine, unironic, just straight up victory against the command. Feels good. Like their armies are like actually fucked at this point. Obviously they'll be back, but you know, we're able to enforce a thing that costs us 99 war score. So yeah, we're gonna grab some nice lands with some ogres in them that we shall then gloriously, politely of course, ask to leave, thus making it a properly nice and integrated place. We're gonna release this guy. Now I did kind of hope we could ally him, but doesn't look like that's going to be viable. So I'm mostly doing it because, well, I can't really take much more land than this. Well, I guess I could take a bit more, but if I used all my war score to just take land, then it would bring me over 100% overextension, and I do not want that. And who knows, maybe our relations will improve. Yoink. It did say he was friendly there. Yeah, okay, he's friendly, but it's one of those dumb things where you must have at least 50. Oh, yeah, it's one of those dumb things where we don't like them, because you know, I guess I just don't get to decide whether or not I like them or not. Oh, that's nice though. Fuck you, command. We will be back, and next time it's gonna be like that's when we're really gonna fuck them up. Oh, that's a good sign, I suppose. That really does imply that we've done some damage to the command if, like, the Denin Raj feels brave enough to straight up invade the command on his own. That is really nice to see. Ah, this is fitting. In order to celebrate the end of the episode and the successful conclusion of our second war against the command, why don't... Well, I guess this would be the third one, actually, technically. We will establish another command city. How appropriate. In Tianlao. Pause to read if you want. Basically, we have... It's good now. It's controlled, commanded, whatever. Yeah. Fuck. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.